Sadri to serve. First point of the match.
Fault. Love 15. Would you please sit down at the back of the court? Thank you.
Good save by Sadri.
15 all.
One thing you can be sure of, that Guillermo Vilas, who I think is the fittest player in the tournament, will have met his match in physical strength and endurance in this 23-year-old youngster from America, because Sadri will not get tired.
And we saw that against Kim Warwick, didn't we?
Fault.
5 sets in century heat.
Welcome Peter Landy back to the box.
Thank you, Donald.
Out. 30-15.
I saw you having lunch with Sadri. Is he confident about the match?
Well, he's never played Vilas before. I think he's rather nervous, actually. Kept asking which side to serve to him, and he feels his service is his weapon, but he knows that Vilas has a very good return of serve. And you can't let Vilas get grooved.
40-15.
I did tell Sadri, though, my theory on grass is quite simple. If you can get in more than 60% of your first serves, you're not likely to lose.
Well, 60% of Sadri's first serves would stand him in good stead for any match.
Out. Game, Sadri. 1-love, first set.
Will be enormous on Guillermo Vilas. He is the overwhelming favorite and expected to win.
Well, the crowd pretty well behind Vilas to a man, I think, judging by the applause when they were introduced.
Vilas to serve.
Vilas making another of his many visits to Australia to defend this title. Beaten by Tanner in '77, winning it last year.
Love 15. Fault. Double fault.
Well.
Wonder who's more nervous.
Love 30.
Quite obviously, Vilas is very concerned here. The opening service game. Sadri could race to a 3-0 lead, which would really gain him confidence. He could hold serve and break here. Good first serve.
Out. 15-30.
Sadri will get that one. Great effort by the young American, but he tried too good a shot there from the baseline. He didn't have to. Let's see it.
30 all.
Vilas to the open court. Got a short overhead. Now watch Sadri. He saves it. And Vilas doesn't put it away, and he goes for the overhead by Sadri.
It could have been a winner, too, if it didn't hit the net. Because Vilas was a fair way from picking that up.
Fault. Forty 30. Game, Vilas. 1 game, all.
And Sadri there with the lob. Vilas really covers that well. Look at Vilas. Beautiful all-court coverage by the Argentinian.
1-all in the first set.
Love. All. Thirty 15.
John Sadri so far invincible on that first serve when it goes in. Awfully powerful.
Fault.
A little later on today we'll try to get Sadri that first service motion, which is his basic weapon. The difficulty, Peter, in playing a guy like Sadri is it's very hard to get your rhythm on the returns, because one moment he's hitting a winner, an ace with a flat serve, another time he's spinning it. And if he can mix it up enough, it will keep Vilas off balance.
Certainly has so far.
Fault.
Probably serving faster in this game and the one previous than we've seen him so far in the tournament. Putting everything into it.
Out. Game, Sadri. He leads 2 games to 1.
Fairly easily on his first 2 service games. We might take this opportunity of mentioning the 6 ball boys for the match. The 2 net boys, Bruce Miller and Graham Samuels. And the other 4 are Stuart Locke, Michael Hickey, Roger Grant and Bob Furphy. Well done, boys. And in fact, all the ball boys here right throughout the Marlborough Australian Open have done an excellent job. 2 doubles semi-finals follow today on centre court. The final of the doubles, incidentally, will be played tomorrow at 11 a.m. Vilas to serve, down 1-2 in the first. He plays that well.
Love.
High backhand by Vilas. Seldom misses that.
Out. 15 all.
Vilas mixed it up beautifully. Sadri leaning to his backhand.
30-15. Fault. Double fault. 30 all.
It's the one weakness I've noticed Vilas the last several days, Peter. Serving a lot of doubles.
Served 2 so far, 1 in each game.
Which means he's really under pressure to serve that second ball hard and deep. That's why he's doing it on clay court. He never serves a double fault. He just throws the second one in, a little spin. But here he's trying to get more aggressive on the second one.
That
ball was about 4 inches long.
That's what Sadri thought, and I must admit I agree with him. Let's take a look at it again.
Looks long to me. About 3 inches.
Game, Vilas. Two games all.
Those players holding their opening 2 serves. Sadri, the easier of the 2. Ladies doubles final. Chandler and Evers playing Harrison and Mesker. Chandler and Evers took the first set 6-1.
Out. 15 love. All.
And that was the classic Vilas shot. When he has a little time on that backhand, he prefers to go cross court, a lot of topspin, and we'll be seeing that all afternoon. That's vintage Vilas.
Out. 30-15.
You watch Sadri serve that first ball. He really pushes off his back foot and jumps into the court, so he gets in quickly.
Just noticing that before. It's a huge jump, isn't it? He seems to jump about a foot or 18 inches. Let's take a look at him here.
Let. First service.
Fine athlete, John Sadri.
First service.
Sadri awfully solid and tight.
40-15.
The battleground here will be over the second serve of each player. Jack Kramer used to say, you're only as good as your second serve.
Well, Sadri's got a pretty fast serve, which is as good as some players' first serve, isn't it? The way he's been hitting it so far today.
Beautiful return. Vilas read him perfectly.
40-30.
That last play, Vilas stepped right in to catch it early, unusually. Now he's staying in close this time as well. Normally Vilas is 10 feet deeper.
Sadri. He leads 3-2.
And it's going to be Vilas to serve from the Scotch College end.
Wide, please. Low.
Now that's the spot that Vilas will be picking on all afternoon. The slice serve into the Sadri backhand. He'll be keying on that most of the day. And Sadri has got to learn. He's moved a little over now. The alley. Got to learn to return off the backhand better.
Fault. Double fault.
And he's served one in each of his service games so far.
All.
Service ace.
30-15. Out. 40-15.
Interesting to note that Vilas has changed 2 endorsement contracts here. One is clothing contract effective yesterday, and December the 1st his shoe contract. So he's wearing different clothes and different shoes since December 1st. A little short with the lob. Let's watch Vilas makes a great save here.
3 games.
Sadri guides that ball, but not effectively.
3-all first set. Send a call to a good friend of ours, Dick Wicks from Adidas, who with leg problems still can't get to the tennis. But I know you're watching, Dick. Hope you're enjoying the day. And once again we see Vilas not ready to receive. And Victor Amaya had the ploy for that yesterday, didn't he?
Fault. Love, 15.
Vilas read him beautifully. Sadri boomed that first serve in, and it came back quicker. Look at it. Sadri never even recovered.
30.
This is the first real opportunity that the Argentinians had for a break of service. Sadri down love 30. And again, Vilas directs the traffic. That's the crowd. They seem pretty still to me.
Fifteen, 30.
Sadri clearing the serve. Let's take a look at it.
40.
Sadri didn't think this serve was good.
Against a good player, you have to play every point. You can't relax and hope for a call.
2 break points. That's one save.
30, 40.
Oh, John.
Game, Vilas. He leads 4 games to 3.
Well, Sadri's made a couple of errors like that.
Quiet, please.
So Vilas has drawn first blood here. He's got the early break at 4-3. Sadri did not recover on 2 beautiful returns by Vilas in the last game to break. Great play by Sadri.
Love, 15.
Interesting psychological match here. Vilas very happy to, let's see the lob over his head. He runs it down beautifully. Sadri into the open court. Vilas very happy to be here after beating Dent and Amaya in 2 tremendous struggles.
Out. Love, 30.
Sadri lobbing more on the second shot. He feels that's his best play when Vilas closes so quickly, and that's a smart play.
Fifteen, 30. 30 all.
This is what bothers the players now. Vilas taking a ton of time. Someone moving behind him.
One person.
But really, the umpire should take control.
Actually, members of the St. John's ambulance, because somebody has collapsed in the crowd. And is lying down, I think. No, she's sitting up now.
Very critical moment here to stop play at 4-3, 30 all. Vilas has just held up play while they look into the young lady who is being helped up out of the stand. Sadri sits down at the back.
Forecast top temperature today in Melbourne was 28 degrees. It certainly appears to have reached its expected maximum. Very warm outside. Once again, the St. John's ambulance people doing a splendid job here.
John Sadri very pensive. He can't be satisfied just to be here. Psychologically, he's got to dig in, not be satisfied with making the finals.
Well, right throughout the tournament, these people from St. John's ambulance have done a great job under conditions of extreme heat.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
So the match will resume. 30 all. Vilas serving, leading 4-3.
About a 4-minute pause there. Vilas must come out and serve with no practice.
Out.
And notice
30-40.
he just spun that first serve in. He didn't really try to hit it very hard, just to play it safe. Sadri has a break point.
Hughes. Advantage Vilas.
Definitely the weaker side of John Sadri's arsenal is the backhand return.
Good shot.
Out. Hughes.
Sadri using the lob extremely effectively. Let's watch it here. Good execution by Sadri. On the dead run, he goes with the topspin lob. Vilas remarkably quick, runs it down, and it's about 2 inches wide. We're at deuce.
Second break point of the game.
Advantage, Sadri.
It really unnerves Vilas when he's constantly worried a little bit about that lob by Sadri. He can't get in as close. And Vilas volleying near the service line is not very effective.
It's a weak point of his game, isn't it?
He's got to be in close.
First service.
Dangerous point here, second serve.
Out. Good.
Well, by gee, we're right on that line, Don, and there was not much in that.
I would say it was about 2 inches wide.
He was very unlucky there.
It really was.
Out. Advantage, Vilas.
Sadri must get in when he lobs over the head of Vilas. He's not going to beat him rallying from the baseline.
Game, Vilas. He leads 5 games to 3.
That's the closest that Sadri has got to a service break, as you see the view from Kooyong from our Clark mobile crane. Capacity crowd here today. People sitting on the lawns adjacent to the eastern bank. And a great sight. Tremendous final. That's the camera taking that shot. Bit long.
Out. Love, 15.
Sadri at times appears a little wild, but really Vilas is returning awfully well.
Fault. Out.
That was definitely out, that one.
30.
Let's take a look at it again, Don.
Flicks it. I thought it was a little wide. Linesman right on it, and the umpire in the chair, Ken Bolton, did not dispute it, did not change it. So it stands as love 30. Correction of the umpire, it's Kevin Bolton, excuse me.
Fault. Out. 15, 30. 30 all.
Another great serve.
Out.
He almost got himself tangled up in knots there.
40-30.
This could come back because he was down love 30.
First service. Fault. Game, Sadri. Vilas leads 5 games to 4. New balls, please.
Sunshine appearing again at Kooyong.
Time, thank you. Time, thank you.
Gentleman down at the eastern bank with a little Jerry G type doll. I'm not quite sure that the doll's trying to chat up a young lady in a bikini, but the doll seems to be having some degree of success.
Quiet, please.
Anyway, speaking of degrees of success, that's what Vilas is enjoying at the moment. Vilas to serve for the first set with a lead of 5 games to 4.
Out. 15 love.
John Sadri a little careless there. He had a short forehand, not too tough a shot. He overhit it. Vilas would love to close it out here in the first set. Takes a ton of time between serves,
Doesn't he?
Oh. And Sadri just guessed perfectly and steered it.
15 all. Fault.
And 2 fine returns in a row.
15-30.
You never know when John Sadri is going to explode 2 or 3 winning returns, and that always bothers the server when you play a player like Sadri. He's known as a streak hitter. Very streaky player off those shot-making returns.
Fault. Fault.
Now he's got to play on Vilas. Second serve.
Once again, Sadri with 2 break points. He had 2 in the 8th game, but Vilas managed to hold service. 2 chances to level at 5 all.
And he breaks serve on a lucky cord flicks over Vilas's racket. Let's watch this very unusual
Sadri.
break of serve.
5 games, all.
Vilas with the first volley. Sadri cracks it, and it hits the top of the net, jumps over Vilas's racket, and we're tied at 5-all. A little bad luck there for the champion.
Love.
At this level of play, Peter, the difference is really John Sadri's confidence. Does he believe he can beat Guillermo Vilas?
Well, if he can play a few more returns of serve like he did in the previous game, Donald, he's got a great chance, I'd reckon.
Well, the moment he thinks he can beat Vilas is when he will. He's got all the talent, all the shots.
Love.
And there's really no answer to serving like that.
Well, it's a tough spot for Vilas because Sadri is not that well known, but Vilas knows what kind of player and serve and volleyer he is on grass. Vilas is also the defending champion, and everyone expects him to win. And that's the worst position psychologically for him to be in.
And it's one set all in the ladies' doubles. Harrison and Mesker taking the second set 6 games to 3 after Challoner and Evers had taken the first 6 games to 1. That's the final for ladies' doubles.
Fault.
Vilas playing the match. He knows his greatest danger is to give Sadri an opening, an early break or an early 1-set lead, because then Sadri's confidence goes to the moon. Vilas under a tremendous amount of pressure after losing that 5-4 service game.
Sadri leads 6 games to 5.
Well, the way Vilas is serving, Sadri must have had a great chance of taking.
And he's running a good match there. He's trying to get both players out quicker, as neither seems to be in any hurry. Vilas, a very slow changer, always. And Sadri maybe pacing himself after playing the match this morning.
Vilas serving in an attempt to stay in the first set, trailing 5-6 after Sadri broke back in the previous game.
Fault.
Sun's gone in for the moment, so he shouldn't have any trouble in that regard with the ball toss.
Double fault.
And the pressure mounts.
Love 15.
Vilas not comfortable.
He served 4 double faults in this set, and that's a very high amount for him.
All.
Sadri unhappy with that call of good serve. Linesman did not change it.
Look at it in replay here. And we haven't time because Vilas is just about to serve. And that's an ace, no question.
40-15. Fault. Game, Vilas. 6 games all. Tie break will now be played.
That was a better service game from Vilas apart from the double fault. Sadri to serve first in the tie break.
Vilas has been very effective in these tiebreakers so far in this tournament. He's 3-0.
Love, Sadri.
He won 2 yesterday from Victor Amaya. Very important ones in the 3rd and 4th set.
Most of the top players seem to be able to do this, don't they? Win the important points.
Play those big points awfully consistently. Sadri with a chance here. 0-1.
One all.
Remaining matches to be played in the Marlborough Australian Open at 2:30. Cachel Dibley versus Rockabert and James was due to get underway. After this match, 2 men's doubles semi-finals to be played, 1 on centre court. And then tomorrow at 11 o'clock, the final of the men's doubles, also on centre court.
Fault. Out. 2-1, Sadri.
There's the forehand volley, the only weakness we've noted all week in Vilas's volley. He hits it with a very flat grip and it floats over the baseline. He has no underspin on it and therefore can't control it.
Fault.
Sadri yet to serve a double fault.
Two all. Fault. Out. 3-2, Sadri.
Still on serve here in the tiebreaker. Sadri needs to.
Vilas's father watching with more than just casual interest, I'm sure.
Fault.
Dangerous spot again, second serve. And there's the explosive power of John Sadri.
4-2, Sadri.
Interestingly enough, Vilas is over there changing rackets in the middle of the tiebreaker, which I find incredible.
The player's supposed to be continuous, unless he has broken a string.
Well, no, he can do that, Peter, but it's just amazing. He's going to change the tension on his rackets in the middle of the tiebreaker. And no two rackets are strung exactly alike, particularly when you've been using one and the tension is a little softer. Now he walks up to serve at 2-4. Sadri with the mini break here in the tiebreaker, first to 7 points. Great volley by Vilas.
Four-three, Sadri.
Sadri can serve out this tiebreaker, Peter, at this stage.
Yes, Vilas has to win a point off his serve.
That forehand volley comes under it there for a little side spin. Vilas saves it.
Five-three, Sadri.
Now, I like what Sadri's doing here, Peter. He's slowing down the play, the towel off, and that's going to bother Vilas a little bit, but he's really taking his time. Extremely deliberate. He has 30 seconds between points, but he's determined not to rush it.
Out. Five-four, Sadri.
Now Vilas with the serve. He's back in this.
Vilas, a tremendous worker, running down every ball from the baseline. Sadri couldn't get into the net.
Fault.
Set point for direction 5-all. 5-all.
5-all.
Guillermo Vilas a little shaky. He doesn't know where that power of Sadri's going. 5-all. Very critical point in the tiebreaker. Sadri in the crouch, rocking.
That's set point.
Out. Six-five, Vilas.
And Sadri again toweling off. But Sadri has the serve.
And suddenly it's over as Vilas wins the first set, 7-5. A little forehand volley where Sadri took his eye off the ball.
Game and first set, Vilas. 7 games to 6.
I'd like to see a replay of that final point if we could, Don, because that ball, I'm almost thinking that Sadri hit was possibly an out ball. Let's take a look at that final point, Don, because I thought that Sadri hit an out ball here.
And Sadri plays the backhand volley. Pretty deep. Vilas goes cross court, and there's Sadri. Mishit that ball completely. Right off the shoulder of his racket into the net.
Would it have gone out or not? Possibly not, just looking at it on the replay. He had to play it.
Well, he had to cover it because it's too big a point to let go.
The isolated camera shot of the final point in that set. And Sadri in error. 7 points to 5 Vilas, and so the set to the Argentinian, 7 games to 6. Vilas to serve first in the second set.
Quiet, please.
Now this will give a tremendous lift to Vilas.
15 low.
He suddenly has the slight edge he needs. Sadri will be pressing.
It's always good to win the first set, isn't it?
Particularly in this kind of match where you're the heavy favorite. Sadri should come in.
15 all.
Off the frame.
15-30.
Even the great players make careless errors occasionally, and that time Vilas took his eye off the ball. Good volley.
30 all.
Vilas backhand volley, infinitely his better shot. Feels much more comfortable, and he has a little slice on it.
Fault.
And a look of Askins from Vilas that time. There it was. Yeah, that was about 6 inches long, I'd say, from that replay. Back live, 30 all.
Sadri cannot afford is a lot of careless service returns, as then Vilas will really get loose.
Fault. Out. Game, Vilas. 1 love, second set.
And once again, Melburnians turning up to
Quiet,
watch
please.
another magnificent final of the Marlborough Australian Open. The Marlborough company does such a magnificent job with this tournament each year. Facilities, players, media, first class.
Double fault. Love, 15.
Sadri's first for the match.
Sadri cannot let Vilas get grooved here and confident. A break here could be disastrous for John Sadri.
Fault. Love, 30.
Vilas held that shot back well and whipped it down the line for the winner.
Service ace.
15-30. Out.
But you've got to be good to get that serve back, haven't you?
15-40.
2 break points for Vilas. He's really timing his forehand return well. Sadri is attacking that as the weaker side of Vilas, and he's returned it handily.
Oh. 30-40. Out. Game, Vilas. He leads 2 games to love.
A very useful start in the second set for Guillermo Vilas.
Quiet, please.
Result of the final of the ladies' doubles has seen a win to Judy Challoner and Di Evers. Well played, girls. They defeated... Hello, we have a wrong score here. They've mixed up a Rockabert and James match. I'll give you that in just a moment. Judy Challoner and Di Evers weren't playing Terry Rockabert and John James.
15 love.
I can't repeat the comment our director Alf Potter just made either.
Fault. Fault.
We'll check that score for you.
Love. Love.
Vilas is cruising here for 3 love. Sadri has got to break up the rhythm.
Game, Vilas. He leads 3 games to love. Time, thank you.
Well, we have checked on that score of the ladies' doubles. Challoner and Evers defeated Harrison and Mesker 6-1, 3-6, 6 love. So they did win it in 3 sets, 6-1, 3-6, 6 love. Judy Challoner, Di Evers defeating Leanne Harrison, Marcella Mesker to take out the final of the ladies' doubles in the Marlborough Australian Open.
Quiet, please. Sit down at the back of the court, please. Thank you. First service.
Sadri down love 3. Second set. Vilas took the first 7-6. The tiebreaker scores were 0.7 points to 5.
Funny twist here in this match with Sadri. Sadri down 5-3 in games. He got to the tiebreaker and led 4-2. Vilas held and won it 7-5 in the tiebreaker, and it's been all downhill for Sadri.
Out. 30 love.
Oh, the dipsy doodle, in and out.
30-15.
Boy, does he have topspin on that shot. Let's watch it again.
Like a banana.
Watch that forehand. He just flicks it.
Let first service. Out. Game, Sadri. Vilas leads 3 games to 1.
Having broken service in the second game of this set.
Really snaps his wrist. Vilas watching the ball. Look at that perfect concentration. Sadri is trying to get back in this set. 3-1 to the champion. Started to call it out, and he changed his mind.
Yes, and Vilas was about to correct him before he did.
15 love.
Let's watch the ball again.
5 plays.
Vilas picking the love up.
Good. 15 love.
This is the one here. Did look good. Oops, he fell over. And he'll still get it.
Watch him fall down here. He slips. Look at this recovery. Unbelievable. He's got it.
He's also going to take a little rest after that. Taking plenty of time.
Sadri and Vilas had a little exchange there at net. After Vilas lost that point, Sadri yelled something at him, and Vilas got very angry.
I don't know what it was.
Beautiful play. And Sadri gets the ball over Vilas on the lob. He should come in behind it.
15.
He shouldn't toss it up on the backhand side either. I don't think I've seen him miss a high backhand during the tournament, Don.
Well, Sadri's disguising his lobs well, but he's not following him into the net effectively. He stays back to watch it. And that gives Vilas the whole court when he recovers.
No.
Out. 30 all. quiet, please.
Vilas really takes a lot of time between his serves and preparing. Sometimes unnerves his opponents.
Rockefeller and James took the first set from Dibley and Cachel 6-4. That's a men's doubles quarter-final.
Look at that tremendous jump and wrist snap by Vilas with his back to the net. To do that, Peter, you have to have a wrist of iron. It's the toughest shot in tennis, and he makes it look routine.
Well, probably only one person plays that shot better, and that's Tony Roach. A light shower of rain is coming here at the moment. There's hardly a cloud in the sky.
Game, Vilas.
Let's watch that in replay.
Sadri saves it on the baseline. And I think they're going to bring out the tarpaulin.
Well, if somebody had told me that it was going to rain during this final, I would have called the police, I think. It's only a very light shower. In fact, I'd venture to suggest that play will be underway again very, very shortly. Not coming from the usual quarter. It's as clear as a bell out to the west and south. In fact, it's coming from the east. Those clouds came in from the northeast. Now that is unheard of. Absolutely unheard of.
Well, Sadri is the last person out on this court, and the break may have helped him because Vilas was just rolling.
I'm just wondering how long, Don, the players will be given to hit up.
I think they'll be given 3 minutes. The other day they gave them 4, and I don't know why they extended that.
Well, that to me seems a little bit excessive. 4 minutes.
I don't know what they'll do today. It should be 3. Main thing is that John Sadri's got to tend to his knitting and get down to business. He cannot let Vilas coast through this set.
Resumption of play. Second set. Vilas leading 4-1. Sadri to serve.
It was a pretty short hit up, and Vilas going through those signs which are now very familiar to us, for the crowd to sit down.
Play. Low. Out. 30 low. 14 love.
It's tough to do, to come out there and start serving bullets. Very little warm-up is risky for his shoulder, but Sadri seems to be pounding away.
Fault.
Out.
Out. Gain, Sadri. Vilas leads 4 games to 2.
Sadri showing no ill effects of the break. He was just waiting for the footfall judge to sit down, which he has done.
First service. Out. 15 low. Foul.
Couple more spots of rain. There's a fine pickup from that service return. Let's see it again.
Vilas, good save there. Sadri with the lob. Look at Vilas's movement. Runs everything down. He is so fit and so determined.
14 love.
Each match is a personal war to Vilas, and that's why he's so tough to beat.
Game, Vilas. He leads 5 games to 2. New balls, please.
A few more spots of rain falling. Once again, Vilas playing that high backhand to perfection. And really, he does play that shot so well. If John Sadri is going to toss any shots up high, then he's got to try and do it on the other side, because on the backhand, Vilas is unbeatable, it would seem.
Please.
Umpire Kevin Bolton once again reminding Vilas that time is up. Players get 90 seconds break between points. 5 games to 2. And it's going to be John Sadri to serve with new balls.
Foul. Love 15.
Watch that again down the side. A good start for Vilas as he attempts to take out the second set as he did the first.
Vilas would love to break again here so he could start the third set with his own serve. keeps the pressure more on Sadri.
Out. Pick that out. 15 all. Out. 30-15. $40-15. Game, Sadri. Vilas leads 5 games to 3.
Well, Sadri's last 3 service games, he's conceded only 2 points. So on that, it's unaccountable that he dropped serve in the second game.
Let's see if Vilas is a little shaky now or can serve out the set. He led 5-3 in the first set and almost lost it in the tiebreaker. But Sadri will have to make some returns. Vilas won't make it just sloppy errors. He's too experienced for that. Changes his service position.
Love. Love.
Vilas 2 points from a 2-set to love lead.
Love.
3-set points.
Sadri is flailing away on that backhand, but it's finding the net more often than not.
First service. 20-15.
Still 2 set points. And that is the second set.
And Vilas
Game
leads.
and second set, Vilas, 6 games to 3. Vilas
Vilas
leads 2 sets to love.
moving a step closer towards his successive title. So I think John Sadri has his work cut out for him as Vilas has moved into the position of 2 sets to love.
Well, Sadri was down a similar position when he was playing Kim Warwick in century degree heat here a few days back. He got up and won that match in 5 sets, so I suppose we can't discount the possibility that he could do it again.
Well, he's certainly, Peter, fit enough to do it. That's not the problem. The problem is mentally, is he tough enough, and can he make some shots to break serve without too many errors? His backhand return to serve went off badly in the second set and let Vilas get off to a 3-0 lead.
Well, you probably won't believe this, but there are still a few drops of rain falling.
Love.
Vilas asking the question of the central umpire. I think the call will be to play on. Now it's getting a little bit heavier. People living in the Bayside suburbs would probably find it very hard to believe. Only 1 point has been played on the 3rd set. Referee Jim Enting taking a look. He can't believe it either. It's the sky where it's coming from, usually the opposite direction. I don't even think they'll bother covering the court. Or will they? Yes, they will. Well, and that's the clear sky, or partially clear sky. Well, that's the cloudy one. You'll see by contrast shortly, if we pan around our cameras to the west and the southwest, how clear part of the Melbourne sky is. With all those thundery rain heads, it won't bring much rain, just enough to cause a good deal of annoyance to us. Now, if we keep that camera going around, we'll get a shot in the opposite direction, over towards the south and the southwest. And there's the clear sky. And that's what we're looking at. Naturally, we find it pretty hard to believe that you get a few drops of rain here. And it is still so hot. So that's the second interruption to rain. The first came after the 5th game of the previous set. So we only got 4 games in there, plus 1 point on Sadri's service. Now, how long the courts will stay covered is anybody's guess. Still raining, not heavy by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, few patrons have left the court. Few have even decided to put up umbrellas. In fact, I don't think too many people would have even brought umbrellas today.
A lot riding on this match for Guillermo Vilas in the way of pride and prestige, as well as money. If he wins this title,
Well, now the covers are being removed yet again. This is very frustrating. Just looking at the covers through the binoculars, very little rain has fallen on them. And certainly with this very bright sunshine that's out here at the moment, and dry very quickly. Amended weather forecast for Melbourne: showers. Expected thunderstorms later in the evening. And current temperature 31 degrees. So once again, something for everybody. Again, if you're living in the Melbourne southern and southeastern suburbs, you'll find the weather delightful. But over here at the moment, it's iffy. Still pretty warm. We've got the 31 degrees and we've got the showers. Very light showers. I wouldn't think the court would have been affected too much by them, Don.
Well, I keep thinking that the rest periods may help Sadri, because he's the heavier server and the court should be a little slippery, which will favor the server. Plus, I don't think he was going anywhere in that second set. He didn't seem to have much consistency with Vilas. And these delays and waits might bother the champion a little bit more than Sadri, who's loose, relaxed. But he's got to get stuck into it quickly in the third set. Sadri out quickly because he wants to hit some practice serves in case there isn't a warm-up. No fun to start cold, even though he's up 15 love. They are having a short warm-up.
Third set. First game. Sadri serving. 15 love.
So Sadri serving on the resumption of play, leading 15 love. He's serving from the clubhouse end, down 2 sets to love, and still a few drops of rain around.
Out. 15 all. 30-15.
The isolated camera shot on Vilas chasing that one. Always covering a great deal of area on the court. Service ace.
40-15.
There, Sadri didn't hit the ball so hard. He placed it well with a little spin. Another ace.
Game, Sadri. 1-love, third set.
2 aces in that game, making a total of 6 for John Sadri for the match. Not a high total by comparison to some of his early matches. Vilas leading 2 sets to love, but trailing John Sadri 1 game to love in the third set. The rain has gone away momentarily. Let's hope it stays away. Forecast showers and thunderstorms later on. Still currently in Melbourne. Temperature hovering around about the 31-degree mark.
Beautiful play by Sadri, using the entire court.
Love, 15.
Watch Vilas covering the ball. Sadri bangs it to the open court. See if he can put something together here to get back in this match.
Out. 15 all.
Vilas ever solid overhead. Has not missed one today. Off either side. Beautiful service. Got Sadri completely confused on that first ball.
Game, Vilas. 1 game all.
5 aces to Vilas, 6 to Sadri. Double faults, 4 to Vilas, 1 to Sadri.
Vilas trying to defend himself on that return. Just get the racket in front of him from being hit.
Love. 30-15.
Very close. Quite a few in the crowd believing it was in, but it was over by about 3 or 4 inches.
Out over there. 30-15.
No.
Correction, 40 love.
Fire had a slight mistake in the score.
Game, Sadri. He leads 2 games to 1.
John Sadri leading 2 games to 1 in the 3rd set. And it's going to be Guillermo Vilas to serve from the Northern Oxford College end.
Like to see John Sadri do something a little different here in this service game. Either chip his returns and maybe take a second serve or two of Vilas and hit for your shots. Go for the winner.
Out. 15 love.
Sadri is lobbing well and using it effectively, but he doesn't follow behind it into the net, and therefore Vilas can get back in position.
Now he's not going to hit a clean winner off the lob every time.
Fault.
Good return.
15 all. Fault. $15-30.
A little daylight here for the American. Sadri bangs it. Vilas mishits that volley. Remarkable. Well, there you see the great athletic ability of Vilas. His tremendous stretching is what kept him in this point. Watch his lateral movement. Saves it. What a reach. And is right there waiting for the reflex volley. He makes Sadri look slow and sluggish, which is not the case.
He'd make just about anybody look slow, wouldn't he, Vilas?
$40-30.
Seems to be Sadri's best play when he can get the ball in front of him on the backhand and guide it cross court to the Vilas weaker forehand volley. I say weaker only in relative terms. His backhand volley the strength.
The less effective of the two. Oh.
Out.
Oh, so close.
Advantage, Vilas.
Sadri going for his shots.
Choose. Not up. Advantage, Vilas.
There Sadri called that ball himself and said not up. He got it on the second bounce. Raised his hand.
Let's take a look at it. Yeah, sort of at a bump ball, half volley of the second bounce.
Out. Game, Vilas. Two games all. Quiet, please. Fault. Out. Love 15. Fault. Out.
The wind really took that ball and sailed.
15 all.
There's the father of Guillermo Vilas on the left in the blue hat. On the right is Mr. Belafonte, his coach of many years and trainer.
$15.30. Fault. $15.40.
Vilas 2 break points. He'll be off and running. He gets this early lead in the third set.
He'll be in the bell lap.
Service ace. Tremendous power from Sadri still coming.
30-40. Hold.
Now the chance for Vilas on second serve.
Out. Game, Vilas. He leads 3 games to 2.
Dibley and Cachel are still playing Rockabird and James in a quarterfinal. That match hasn't finished yet.
It must be well into the third set,
I'd say, but Dibley would be entitled to a break, or whoever wins that match is entitled to a break. Poor Colin Dibley. He's played so much tennis lately. Vilas serving, leading 3-2 in the third.
Good call.
Love 15.
He lost 3 service games from defending his title. Sadri digs in. He needs to put 2 winners back to back here.
Fault. Out. 15 all. Out. 30-15.
Doesn't miss that.
Vilas relentless. Very consistent on the first volley and the overhead all afternoon. Sadri very strong off the first serve, but not off the backhand return.
Out. Game, Vilas.
Sadri sensing it's slipping
He
away.
leads 4 games to 2.
Well, of course, Vilas Donald is always quick to seize an opponent's weakness and play to it. So Sadri looking down the barrel. Must hold serve here.
Got to find a way to break back more than anything at the way it's going here. Vilas can run at the string regardless of how well Sadri serves.
Out. Love 15.
Once again, John Sadri, of course, if he were to be runner-up, gets 245 points.
Fault. Foul.
in the runner-up spot in the Colgate Grand Prix bonus pool. And John is way back in that. He's about 47, but he'll move way up, probably to 30. 29. Good play by Vilas. And that will earn him considerable more dollars in the bonus pool.
Love 30.
Vilas, on the other hand, if he wins here, wins 350 points. You see the forehand topspin there, Vilas. And he moves from 6th past Tanner and Garolitis into 4th spot, which is worth about $60,000 in differential.
Out. 15-30.
Those points go down the sliding scale right down to the losers in the round of 64. They finish with 9 points. Losing semi-finalist 140, quarter-finalist 70. Losers in the round of 16, 35, and in the round of 32, 17.
Vilas moving to 15-40.
15-40.
Sadri must hold here if he's to stay alive.
Out. 30-40.
American saves 1. Vilas into the confident rock.
Fault.
Very good second serve by Sadri.
Huge.
Spun it deep and wide.
Please sit down at the back of the court.
Sadri doing a Vilas.
Wide, please.
Sadri's trying to needle Vilas a little bit. He's annoyed. Topspin keeps it in.
Advantage, Vilas.
Let's look at that again, Don.
Watch him right here. Slides into it, rotates the wrist, full stretch, and he hooks it down the line. Beautiful shot. Look at that rotation on the wrist. He's got a Western grip. He comes around and over it.
Break point, second service. Sadri down 2-4. That's in 2.
Game, Vilas. He leads 5 games to 2. Quiet, please. Love.
Well, Sadri stays in, makes a game of it.
15 all.
Watch this shot. Vilas pokes it there, and Sadri on full run. Beautiful topspin.
Out. 30-15.
Two points from match.
That gives him match point, in fact 2 of them.
40-15.
Be certain that his father and coach will be very excited if he wins this point.
Quiet, please.
I think he'll be pretty excited too.
Match point to Vilas.
He's won it. His father's pretty happy. And so is Guillermo Vilas, winning his second successive Marlborough Australian Open. And the whole stadium rising to its feet to applaud the tournament's #1 seed, who has repeated his triumph of last year. And hordes of teenage girls almost being prepared. Yes, a couple are prepared to race over the ball guards and congratulate him. That could start a stampede, which could be rather dangerous. I hope the police can get out
Ladies
here.
and gentlemen, please keep off the court. Get right off the court, please.
There is
Game, set.
more matches,
and
all right, more matches to be played.
Vilas, 3 sets to love. 7-6, 6-3, 6-2. Thank you, linesman. Thank you, ball boy.
Well, the Vilas grandstand over there, the weenie boppers, I guess you could call them, the younger teenage brigade, not necessarily in the group under that banner. How's your Spanish?
Not as good as theirs.
Well, the police coming over to restore some semblance of order to the crowd on the eastern bank. And groundsmen likewise going over there to make sure that no further intrusion on Kooyong Centre Court. The winner of the singles crown of the Marlborough Australian Open. The runner-up is John Sadri. Waiting now for the official presentation, which will be done by the LTAA president. That is, of course, Brian Tobin.
Match point. Vilas in quick. Sadri flicks it, and there you see Vilas
hitting the ball high into the stand, which is normally, under ATP rules, a finable offence, isn't it?
It won't be today. The match is over. Very excited, Guillermo Vilas. Very pleased to successfully defend his title. For John Sadri, many more years to come. Great talent and one so young. But he has to learn to pick up his concentration and not let everything bother him.
the scene from our Clark mobile crane above the stands here. Let's go down to courtside. Gary Wilkinson will conduct the presentations.
If that's how we feel about you, John, I'm sure we feel the same about Guillermo. Guillermo has been now out here for several years, and I do believe that we want to thank him for the support he's given to tennis in Australia, where we're very delighted that he's won the championship now for the second year in a row, and I'm sure he hopes and we hope that it won't be the last. But I did want to just take 1 minute to, as usual, thank the people who do put all this thing together. The Kooyong Stadium and grounds this week have been magnificent. They started off as a picture, and I think they've survived the hot week very well. Mr. Young, please accept the congratulations of everybody on your stadium and grounds.
Present the cheque to John Sadri, the runner-up of today's match, and whilst no doubt you would have had your sights on being the winner, John, congratulations in the runner-up capacity.
Let me just say congratulations to Vilas. He's the only one that's been able to hit my serve back hard at me this week. And I want to thank the linesmen. I think they did a superb job all week long. Note any sarcasm? No. And I also think that it's really great the way the spectators get into the match, you know, and support the players and really get into it. I sort of like that, you know, it's like football or something. Thanks a lot.
And now to our winner, Guillermo Vilas, again the singles championship trophy of Australia. And if you think that one was heavy, this is the one you have to carry home. Mr. Hurley with the all-important cheque for several $1,000s.
Again, Mr. President, honourable ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it certainly gives me great pleasure to again be here on this 7th occasion of the Marlborough Australian Open, and particularly to honour the victory to Guillermo Vilas. A fine sportsman and a wonderful victory, Guillermo. Just before presenting the cheque for $49,000 to Guillermo, I would also like to express appreciation on behalf of the Marlborough Company, particularly